guys, and welcome back to BeMore Academy, the place to be if you want to unlock your potential and live your best life. And today I would like to share some ideas and thoughts and a mindset and really empower you to become more powerful creators in anything you do, in any project or in any business. And I would like to talk about two aspects of any creation. A more feminine aspect and more masculine aspect of any creation. I believe that any type of creation actually encompasses both of two energies, but I see where those two energies really trust each other and co-create, we can really see huge empowerment over what is possible, what that creation can achieve. And so the two aspects of any type of creation, we can talk about more feminine or masculine, but actually we're talking about, on one side we talk about people that are extremely creative. It's easy for them to connect to their creative side. It's easy for them to express. It's easy for them to step into that alchemic process of pure, of creation, of ideas, of visions. It's easy for them to just freestyle a lot of visions, a lot of possibilities, a lot of colors. It's easy for them to draw and just be totally relaxed and totally in flow with that aspect. And on the other side, we talk about people for whom it's easy to structure things. It's easy to map out things. It's easy to create a blueprint for something. It's easy for them to map out that creativity into a meaningful product or service or offer. It's easy for them to structure the exchange, that call. It's easy for them to create structure that amplifies that creativity. And for both of those types of creators, I find that it's really hard to be open, for the other side. There's like no trust or lack of trust or lack of opening to be letting in the other type of creation or the other type of people that are good at that type of creation into that process. And I see that reluctance of trust or not being open to that kind of energy is really disempowering. And I also noticed that each of those types of creators tends to think that the right move forward is actually more of that, more of the same. So the creative guys want to create even more and jam even more, and they think that maybe if I create even more, it's gonna go forward, it's gonna expand. The other guys, analyzing, structuring, and they tend to think, I just need to more analyze and to more structure and to break down into even more details. And it's easier for me to start noticing the pattern and to start noticing that mistrust and to start noticing what kind of creation is behind extremely successful projects and businesses. And when I see those two energies collaborate together and work again together and trust, understand the right position in that co-creation, I see immense power and immense potential to expand and immense potential to success. So today I would like to invite you to actually notice in your creation what type of creation is easier for you to be in or to play with. And a second thing, try to create an opening. Try to be welcoming for the other type of creation, and try to connect to people that are very good at other type, and connect with them, collaborate with them, offer your services to them, and let them help you offer their own ways of creation, and try to match that up and see how fast you can move after collaborating with the other essence, like the other type of creation, essence of creation. And also, I would like to mention this, that one type of creator, I see it's almost the lack of certain aspect of creation with somebody. When I work with somebody, is almost every time is lack of trust. So if I work with people who are very good at creative, almost like overflowing, exploding in creation, they don't trust structure. They don't think structure is going to help them. They are almost afraid that they will lose the soul if they need to get structured. If they need to get structured into a service or into a product, into an offer, they tend to really not trust that the structure will amplify them, will help them create a meaningful service on the market that will help them, create exchange and bring in the cash flow that can be used to empower that creative potential. Buy the equipment, travel, get more of that, get even more time for that creation. And those people who tend to analyze everything and structure everything, they don't think those guys, those creative guys are going to bring a meaningful contribution to what they do. And they tend to hang out with, with the structure, with the similar kind of dudes, or, people. And so, I'm inviting you today to first become aware of the two aspects of creation and of that potential when those two are co-creating together and trusting together and helping each other, amplifying each other, celebrating each other, welcoming each other, not trying to overpower each other, but really celebrating and welcoming each other. This type of creation is 100 million times more potent than if you tend to just hide into, just this alchemic creation, or if you want to, just structure everything. Because you have to realize that just overwhelming creative potential, it's not gonna be able to actually create results, because it's beautiful when it's here, but then it just tends to, it's an energy, it's an unstructured energy, and so it's just gonna overflow, and then after 2 hours of overflow, there's, you're back into where you started. And also the structure one, the structure type of creation, the structure itself, it's dry if there's no essence. It's gonna be really hard for people to connect to this kind of service, this kind of overstructured brand or business, because it's gonna be hard for them to connect to the big why. It's gonna be hard to connect to. It's gonna be hard for them to connect to the soul behind or purpose behind the whole structure, that brand or that business. It's almost like building this huge fancy bridge and nobody's crossing over, because nobody understands why we would need to cross over. Nobody understands the meaning behind that huge bridge, and it can be engineered with excellence, but if there's no purpose, if there's no meaning, why would we even cross? And so understand that those two energies without trust are really disempowered, are really, it's hard for them to create results, and it's hard for them to create a meaningful contribution. And so first, I invite you to become aware of which type, what is easier for you to create, what type of creation. And second, create an opening. Stop eliminating your potential for success. Stop hiding in only one kind of creation. Create an opening, create a healing, try to build up trust, and do it with people who are sensitive enough to not try to dominate your essence, to not try to, bring domination, but work with people who are sensitive enough that will actually celebrate what you're already good at and just try to work with you and find ways to really amplify you, empower you towards success. And so you will see that it's actually so missing. After that two energies starts to co-create, finally co-create together, you will see oh my god, I was so lacking that. Normally this happens. Oh my god, I had no idea that this is actually necessary to create results, to create a service. And I was so lacking that, but we never know what we don't know. So we think we have it like 90% figured out, but we don't know that we're lacking half of the body, half of the energy, half of that magic that needs to be, co-creating and moving forward. And so, yeah, I hope this makes sense to you. I hope you can recognize yourself in one of those. I celebrate you if you can already create a marriage of those two energies, of those two principles. And it's not only about creation, it's also about healing deep within yourself. Healing of masculine to be open more to feminine and vice versa. And that is not only gonna bring you ability to create in much more meaningful and powerful way, but also to create more space within yourself for, acceptance and for joy and for trust. And yeah, just become more conscious way of living, of creating. And it's all about that. That's why it's a BeMore Academy. It's first to really create a space, create of ways of being, and then creating from that space of being, so going into doing. I hope this makes sense. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in one of the next videos of BeMore Academy, which is the right place to be if you want to be full-on creator and open, to collaborative. To collaborate with both of that essences, both of those two energies, and really help expand and create success in your life. Thank you so much, and see you real soon in the next video. Bam!